Two inmates took the stand on Monday for the recommencement of the Camp Street Prison Commission of Inquiry, and as was the case for all other prisoners who testified thus far, the story remained the same for the most part.
The commission is aiming to conclude inmates' testimonies this week, and after then, we propose to go to the testimonies of the prison officers.
I understand that you have more than 100 persons to testify, according to Mr. Selwyn Peters, prisoners as well as prison officers and fire people and so on.
Well, yes, we have a list of approximately that amount, but it doesn't mean that the commission will be calling 100 persons to testify. We would not do that. We'll just be taking the most pertinent persons from each group, and we'll be calling them to give their testimony.
Excellence Dassel, counsel for the commission after the morning session. However, 23-year-old Trevor Williams took the stand and claimed that, like other prison officials, Deputy Director of Prisons Gladwin Saul was stoned by prisoners in Capital B on that dreaded day.
I don't know who threw the rock at Mr.
You didn't know what?
I don't know who threw the rock at Mr. Gladwin Samuels, but anyway.
Who threw a rock?
Yeah, yes, madam.
So somebody threw a rock at Mr. Samuels from in Capital B?
Yes, madam.
Okay.
But I don't know who the person. So I was standing. He told me to come outside.
Who?
Mr. Samuels.
Yes, please.
And I was feared because he had a gun in his hand.
On remand for murder, Collis Collison, an inmate who it is alleged was a ringleader in the Camp Street prison unrest, during his second appearance before the Commission of Inquiry, claimed that disorderly prisoners were usually beaten by prison officials, while he was adamant that he was a peaceful inmate who always complied with rules and orders.
And I'm going to suggest as well that you're not being quite candid when you told the panel that you didn't fire the officers.
I never fight the officers. I'm talking the truth, sir.
And that you're not being completely candid when you say that you weren't being abusive, hurling expletive threats at the officers.
Sir, everything that I speaking here today and the day before I went here is the truth. And the whole truth I speak in, sir. Me and lying upon the officers, sir.
Noted, however, during testimony, other inmates claimed that a search of Collison in the yard of the prison on March 3 sparked the uproar among prisoners who believed that he was unfairly treated. On the cross-examination by attorney Selwyn Peters, the prisoner denied that he attacked a prison officer. While he denied resisting or having any altercation with prison officials on March 3, video evidence shows that Collison was engaged in a brief scuffle with ranks of the prison task force before he was subdued and placed on the ground. You cross-examined two prisoners. What do you gather from it?
Well, all of the prisoners thus far, they have a commonality in their storyline, but there are some differences, and those differences mean a lot. So at the end of the inquiry, we'll be giving a summation of what the commission would have come up with regarding the testimonies of all persons.
Meanwhile, following Monday morning session, Excellence Dazzle, counsel for the commission, as well as Selwyn Peters, offered this take on the commission's work thus far.
Saying almost all the inmates woke up to the sprinkling of water by the fire service, and inmates protesting for betterment of the prison. After that, the fire was put out. They all went back to sleep, or who couldn't sleep lay on their beds, or next morning there was a search. Prisoners were searched, some were taken away, the door was locked, fire was lit, inmates got burnt, taken to the hospital, some died. Common story, that's the common ground.
So instead of asking questions for an hour or 2 hours, we're now limited to 20 minutes. So certainly that should assist in getting 2 or 3 witnesses per day. And that would move the work of the commission forward. You have 2 months, you have, that would be about 40 days. So we have 100 inmates, prison officers, police officers, etc. to give evidence. We should be able to get through that if the commission sticks to the strict time limits that it's imposed on counsel to ask their questions.
Mondale Smith, HGP Nightly News.